Why are people still buying a Mac Mini with just 256 gigabytes of storage? Seriously, in today's workflow, that fills up fast. System files, apps, updates, and suddenly you're managing space instead of using the machine. So instead of paying Apple's upgrade price, we're doing something they don't make easy. We're taking this Mac Mini from 256 gigabytes all the way to 8 terabytes. Now here's the catch. There's no upgrade slot, no plug-and-play option. The storage is soldered directly onto the motherboard, which means the only way to upgrade it is to physically replace the chips. So we open it up, back cover off, hidden screws removed, and we carefully start working our way inside. Everything here is tightly packed. Compact design, minimal space, and that's exactly what makes this risky. We remove the motherboard, slowly, making sure no connectors are stressed or damaged, because once something tears here, there's no easy recovery. Now we're looking at the original NAND chips. These tiny black components are the entire storage of this machine. Everything you store, everything you run lives right here. And now we're about to remove them. Heat goes on, carefully controlled. You don't rush this part. Too much heat and the board can warp or burn. Too little and the chip won't lift cleanly. So it's all about balance, patience, control. One by one, the original chips come off. At this point, there's no going back. The system has no storage installed. It's basically empty. Now comes one of the most critical steps, cleaning the pads. This might not look exciting, but this decides whether the upgrade succeeds or fails. We remove leftover solder, flatten every contact point, and make sure the surface is perfectly clean, because even a microscopic imperfection can break the connection. Now we move to the upgrade. These are the new NAND flash chips, higher capacity, designed to push this machine far beyond its original limit. Each chip is placed carefully, aligned exactly with the pads, no room for misalignment. Now heat is applied again, slowly, evenly. You can actually see the moment when the solder melts and the chip settles into position. That's when you know the connection is forming. After placement, we inspect everything closely, every joint, every contact. No bridges, no weak connections, everything has to be solid. Now we add protective material around the chips. This helps with long-term stability, keeps everything secure under heat and stress, because this isn't just about making it work today. It has to keep working months and years from now. Now we start putting everything back together. Motherboard goes in, connectors reattached, screws tightened back down. Every step here matters, because even a loose connection can cause problems later. Back cover goes on, and now we're ready to test. This is the moment that decides everything. Power on. There's always a second of silence here where you're just waiting. And then it boots. No errors, no issues. Now we check the storage. And there it is, 8 terabytes, fully recognized. From just 256 gigabytes to 8 terabytes. Same machine, completely transformed.